Hey y'all. I was about to say what is going on, but they said my audio wasn't added to the studio, so here I am. Grateful afternoon, everybody. God is good. You already know. If you woke up this morning and it was given another 24 blessings on blessings on blessings. If you hear an echo, that's because I am in the bathroom at my daughter's house in here with my grandpa because the kids is in there watching TV and stuff that I'm not trying to get copywritten. So, yeah, hold on one second, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. Hey, Miss Judy. Hey, Mabel. Hi, I am that somebody. Hey, Robin. Hey, Serenity Speaks. Hey, Pretty Green Eyes. Hey, Sharon. Hey, y'all. Your girl Tay is in the building. I had to answer a phone call for a minute. Sorry for being rude and going mute. I came today. You know how Tay come through and give a word, baby. Oh, Lord, that was my phone. But yes, hope everybody is in the best of spirits. You know, I come to bring y'all that energy. So if y'all ready for some energy, I hope y'all here for some energy because I'm about to give it, okay? By the way, did y'all see DM live? Oh my God, talk about touching. Okay, DM is truly a pure heart, like for real, for real. Very respectful and caring. They don't make them like him anymore. They really don't. Shout outs to you, DM, because you are like a blast from the past. Okay. He was out here in these YouTube streets with some women, some good ones and some bad ones. And even though that man came here on the extent of defending a man, you understand? He never disrespected any of the women. Like, these modern day men, they don't mind calling women a bunch of bitches. And he never took that route. So shout out to DM for truly, truly being a pure heart. How is everyone? I'm happy and I am excited. My baby is graduating, so today I got to go with her, dress shopping and stuff like that. I don't know if y'all seen the short or whatever the case may be, but yes, that is a thing. So even in the midst of things going on, blessings still be showing out. You hear me? And speaking of blessings, I just want to let my supporters know y'all really be doing y'all big one for tech. Like when it comes down to support in May, I definitely appreciate my supporters, baby, because y'all go the long way. I'm sorry. Listen, if y'all hear snoring in the background, that is my grandpa. I guess he worked hard last night. Okay, his name is Beer. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. And for me, it's just so like, it's like you see your kids as babies one day, and then the next day is just like, boom, all this time has flew by, and you like, where did the time go? Because it took everything in me not to be in tears, baby. I dropped one. She don't know it though, but I did. Like, oh my God, my baby. Yes. No, me and Bia gonna have to figure something out because he's not just snoring. Can y'all hear him in the background? No, that is crazy. But yes, like I said, God is good. Let's give him his love this afternoon. You got to show out for him every day and in any situation. Grateful and thankful for each and every one of the content creators, the supporters, and everybody Tay has come across within this journey. Okay, and that is why my title is Think Before You Speak, because you never know how your words could be effective to the next person. You understand? You could be saying something and not a way for it to be taken a certain type of way, but we all know it's not what you say, it's definitely how you say it. You understand? And thinking before you speak, it saves a lot of heat. It's like y'all learned the same thing throughout this situation, through, if y'all want to call it a saga, a series, or whatever at this point, baby. But I'm just going to call y'all all a group of people that I have come to meet. And I am definitely grateful for the experience, baby, to say the least. It's like, you know what? I've come to learn that even though oil and water don't mix, that don't mean that they can't coexist. And this has been the least of one of those situations. You understand? It's like when you go in a all you can eat buffet. You understand what I mean? You see how many different foods they got at a buffet? Some food you look at and you be like, yeah, that look good. I want all parts. And then there's some foods that you look at and you like, no, I don't think I want none of that. But either way, you still bring food to the table and you eat. All of us bring a different meal to the table. That's the part that the content creators play. The content creators play, and the subscribers with the subs, our supporters was like the cheers, baby. They was the support in the situation as it was playing out, playing in. They let us know, listen, I'm here, friend. And even to the today, even though some people are doing different things, still not doing what it is that they got into it doing, they still have some of those supporters still to today following them along on their journey. And I'm just blessed and hopeful that I get, or I pray that I have the same outcome, baby. You never know on what path you're going to meet somebody. You understand? And in on this path, I've grown, I've gained, and I've definitely had grace. Hey, Tiff, baby, how they say, hey, cousin. Hey, cousin. Oh, I'm sorry, Grandpa. Did I scare you? Well, that's kind of good because you were snoring in the back of my life. Thank you. Hey, Tiff. Yes. It's like we all seen a table. We brought our meal to that table. We all had something different to eat. The supporters was the cheers that had us sitting comfortably and listen to what it is that we had to say on an everyday basis. Because I see people put videos up here on this site, and it don't gotta resonate. It don't gotta be seen. Just because it's put out there don't mean that it's going to be accepted. You understand? I didn't get on this platform, me myself, to say to be a pushover or to, try to step on anybody's toes. I came to join force to be a force, and together we was a force to be reckoned with. And that was the respect of it. Even though some people didn't, mix, that's the oil and water of it. You understand? The oil and water. Remember, I said oil and water don't mix. But still, some of those oils and waters that didn't mix, some of those people today have still learned to coexist. And just by the grace of God, like you said, all of us was put on this path. And that's why I say you said, because when you, the people, the supporters come and y'all see and listen to us on an everyday basis, this has also become a place to unwind for some. You never know what side of the fence people met your content. I'm going to be honest. You don't know what side of the fence somebody met your content. Throughout this situation, people had different situations. People had different struggles, different status, and different situations. You understand? Some people was dealing with depression. You don't know if some people was dealing with alcoholism, drug use, homelessness. At the end of the day, breakups, divorce, weight loss. Some people probably had weight gain, some identity issues, because identity issues don't only come with people that's trying to figure out whether they gay or straight. Identity issues also come from people that's trying to figure out their place. Like, where do they fit? And I'm talking about coexist, and that's period. Some people can't be who they are because they don't know who they is. So they try to put themselves around different people in different places to try to figure out the lot or the most of it. And that's why you see so many situations that played out the way that they did, because some people didn't know who they was or who they is. Hey, Pump Your Brakes with Troy. How are you doing this afternoon? Blessings, blessings, and more blessings. Like, it's like a store, right? With the content creators, right? It's like you walk in a mall, right? And the supporters is, the shoppers, right? The content creators are the stores. Now, you can go in a store, you can look around, but every store you go into, that does not mean that you're going to make a purchase. Some stores you're gonna like the things that they have to sell, and some stores you just looking around to see what they actually have that you might decide to buy. And see, the content creators, like I said, being that we the stores, if you don't like something in that store, you have the option to go into another store and actually look around there and search there as well and see if they have something that you may have, that you like. Hey, Miss E. But an experience is an experience, and I am thankful for the experience, because like I said, you don't know what experience you help somebody get throughout this path. It might have started out off of two people, but even though those two people are no longer even a topic at this point in time, and the content creators still found a way to coexist. Some people say mess, if that's what they want to call it. It was some mess, but some was grateful. Like, do you know some of the situations that took place throughout this 2 years outside of the mess? Some people actually gained some blessings. Some people had babies. Some people got into new relationships, new homes. Some people got engaged on their way to getting married. Like, we still have to have the insight of the good things. Like I said, depression, alcoholism, drug use, homelessness, breakups, divorce, weight loss, weight gain, identity issues. Everybody might be dealing with something different. And in this situation, you never know what somebody was dealing with that made them sit down and listen. Some people came in and played a different part. And I'ma just be honest. That don't mean that they was accepted for the part that they chose to play. Some people was happy because in life, but they wasn't. Let me say it this way: some people not happy where they want to be. They not happy where they at. Right? That's the best way to say it. Some people happy because they not where they used to be. Right? But they not fully where they at. That's the words I was looking for. Some people happy that they not where they used to be, but they still get in their feelings about where they at, because they still either somewhat don't know where they're going, how or what plan they're gonna put together to get there, or what it is that is going to take to complete the factors of them being happy in the first place. Because sometimes when you've been unhappy for so long, you don't even know what it takes to make you happy anymore. Like, it's a real thing. Some people become numb when it comes to emotions. They cut certain emotions off so they don't have to deal with them. And even if the factors of not dealing with them, some haven't felt them in so long that there's a cap on them because they're not being used. So when you put into a cycle of people that's using all type of emotions that you're not used to, it can kind of be accepted in different ways, some for the good and some for the bad. Because if you never had love, what's a love loss? If some people block out the factors of love, how can you be loving? It's impossible. It's totally impossible. Some people been through something, some people going through something, some people got through something, and they just trying to figure out a way that they can help. Speaking of which, like I said, you see how I said everybody is not going to be accepted the same way on this line. Some people could be a blessing, and some people have been a blessing. Some people greet, some people talk behind in the back streets, some people only keep it jiggy on the front streets. But either part that you play, you've been here to play it. So appreciate it the most. I even appreciate the trolls, honey, because even the trolls was consistent throughout this ordeal. Okay, they made sure they came to visit us every day. They made sure that we knew that they was here. So they also played a part, because if engagement was a thing, they definitely was consistent with that part, baby. And if people had multiple accounts, they had to play multiple parts from multiple different angles. Do you know how much multiples that is to keep up with? Now, I'ma just be honest. I didn't do really much. I don't do much conversating in the back behind the shower curtain, behind the scenes, whatever they call it, the back blocks. I don't be in the back blocks often. I haven't spoke to many people in the back blocks, but I have actually just recently spoke to Miss White in the back blocks. Yes, Tay have been in the back blocks for once. So in the back blocks, I don't have YouTube conversations. That's just one thing about me you must know. If you're going to talk to Tay offline, it's going to be offline conversation. It's either going to be about me, it's going to be about you, or it's going to be about something that we are trying to do. I would never talk to somebody in the back blocks to say something that I could say on Front Street. But that's not what I was. Never know who's listening or in the shadows, or who just choose to be those praying hands. Miss White reached out to me, and I'm just being honest. I didn't tell my story for it to be a situation where, oh yeah, no, it wasn't that type of scenario. It was a scenario where I was trying to be relatable, to let people know you can't judge a book by its cover. So I hope my voice was heard. It was from my mouth to God's ears, and obviously to y'all thoughts, because whatever it is that made her reach out to me and be the blessing that she was, I'm definitely appreciative of it. You understand? And that's why I say you never know who's listening. I'm pretty sure we all rotate people lives on a regular basis. Sometimes people sit in the crowd, in the bleachers. Sometimes people sit in the bushes just to see what's going on before they decide to be a part, if that's what it is. You understand? But some of the people that you've come across truly got some great hearts. You understand? And I'm just happy that I've become a part of, you understand, a lot of people's hearts and thoughts. And actually, how can I say? We family now. Y'all stuck with Tay, baby. Hey, Shelly Shell. Y'all stuck with Tay. But everybody is not going to feel the same. Like I said, Miss White was definitely a blessing to me, and I'm happy that she reached out, and I'm definitely appreciative. And that's why I also wanted to piggyback off of the live that D Ham did, because D Ham hit a lot of points in that live that he made last night. It's not even about the order of a list, it's the thoughtfulness, it's the appreciation, it's the fact that a person had something graceful to say about each and every one of the content creators. Because like I said, we all come here. People come and listen to us when they at work. People listen to us while they're in the hospital. People listen to us to get through their day, whatever it may be. You understand? So if we've actively been here for the amount of months and years that has been claimed, you don't think some attachment has come, good or bad, baby? Everybody talk about on the factors of Amber, but I can actually say, just like D Ham said, see, he talks to Amber in the back blocks. You understand? So the relationship that people have is different. Hey, Amber, oh shit, look at God. I just had said your name. But what she showed us is the actions of others that tried to be undercover messy. You understand? Like, no, if you're gonna stand on this messy street with me, let people know that you messy too, baby. And respectfully. Hey, Miss Judy. Now, it's a gift and a curse to be who we are sometimes. And I'm going to say that loud and proud. It's a gift and a curse to be who we are sometimes, because as humans, we deal with a lot, go through a lot, and we survive a lot. So which means we've took on a lot. So just being a person and being able to encounter and endure new people, sometimes that is a task, because you're not trying to go down the road that you've been down with anybody else that did not make you feel good or that was not good for you. And sometimes, how do you realize people not good for you? Once you're already all the way invested in. That's why it hurts, right? If the person had no meaning, or if it didn't really resonate, it wouldn't have a feeling. You would be able to go on about your day and it would be as minute as nothing. But when somebody strikes a chord and it seems like something's being said that has been said, good or bad, it's going to strike or get your attention. And that's just the part that a lot of people has definitely played in these YouTube straights. But like I said, it's like a big mall. You understand? You know how they got Gucci, Fendi, Louis? Okay. You went into different branches. You seen different stores. You shopped around in some, and some you just looked around and chose not to buy nothing. And that is okay. You still visited, baby. So the appreciation is the same. At the end of the day, right, y'all? Let me ask you a question. Y'all ain't been entertained for months? Good, bad, or indifferent? Like, for real. Because I don't watch some people live and I done been in full-blown stitches, honey. I'm going to be honest. It has been some lives that took place. Like, I don't listen, because it might be a men's there now, so you know you don't want to be poked with no picking. But I will always, and that live will go down in history. Okay, when Kevin and Amora was arguing, all right, or even when Bree popped in on the phone call and he told her, "You always farting, you shitting and farting and your booty leaking." I'm sorry. Far as good times, there has been some good times, just like there has been some messy ass times. But all in each one of those times will be remembered, even though some of us are going and doing different endeavors now. Because we all got different lanes where we are definitely out, if that's what you want to say. Because I already see people doing different content. And I love that, baby. I love the fact that people doing things different. Hey, Latte, just dropping by to speak. Have a good day. You too. I love the fact is that there's people that is so many versatilities on this line. Like, I'ma just be honest. Tiff, she be holding it down. Far as the overnight, listen, if you work overnight and you have not heard Tiff overnight, you really missing out. Okay? Cause Tiff definitely be holding it down. Sis be on there for out. Listen, to the point her voice be gone. Sis be talking her voice out, and it's great conversation. It's not bullshit. So, at the end of the day, like that conversation with Mego Marco and everything, I was fully invested because that just goes to show the factors of, hey, Renithia, that just shows the factors of stuff like that happens in real life. And what she said was the God honest truth. Sometimes you can place your grace in the wrong place. And that's serious. Where you can take that same grace somewhere else and you will be gifted for it. How she was here, she met this man, fell in love. Then when it came down to his family, because of what was in her blood, she was automatically considered less. Some people, the groups they place themselves in, they are considered less. And when you place yourself in rooms with people that's smaller than you become small too. You see, once she went and placed herself around pure people, how her purity grew. Now she's a princess, boo. The good princess, not something that was just passed on or something. No, something that was given with no malice, something that she earned, something that was given to her with love and grace. All it took for her was to change the space that she was in. If these people are not going to accept me or intake me the way that they're supposed to or the way that they should, I'm not going to force. I'm not going to trip. I'm just going to do something different. Now, when they see me shine from over here, just make sure you have that same energy over there. No harm, no foul. You very much welcome, girl. You very much welcome, Tiff. That's why I said to see that live from D him, that it was definitely appreciated, because that goes to show that he gave appreciation to everybody within his own way from his point of view. And then it's bad that even while DM was giving his live and his appreciation and showing the love that he had for everybody, he still was the pure heart that he is, and not trying to step on no toes and make nobody feel no type of way. And that's how you can show that you can see that man is truly caring. Like, you can tell when a person is caring and compassionate, and he's both of those at the same damn time. Now, some people might not have, like I said, agreed to disagree or disagree to agree from the beginning, but some people, you definitely got to see the purity within them, and he's just one that you've got to see or get to see the purity in it. Like when he said on that live last night that Retta called him Captain Save a Ho, Lord have mercy, that tickled him, because he does, and he is a peacemaker. And if he can try to save everybody, right, wrong, or indifferent, like, listen, well, can we find some common ground? Common ground is good. Hey, get rid of the duds. Like, yes, common grounds is good. But yes, we got nothing but love for D Ham. Dead serious. But I didn't come here for a long time. I came here for a short time because I'm actually doing a video, so I gotta edit. Because this girl that decided to give her kids to CPS, I'm pretty sure we all seen that, right? Lolo, I just be sitting there calling out the screen names, and people change them so much that sometimes I be forgetting that's you, baby. But yeah, she gave her kids the CPS, right? Now, I was on Steph Live earlier, and we was conversating about it, and there was so many different feelings, but it's so crazy that when I went on YouTube, when I came on, I actually didn't come on to go on and listen to Steph's live. I wound up bumping into the live, researching exactly what it is. So it's like we was on the same mind path or path of, mind wave or whatever. But for me, I'm happy that the girl did not decide to hurt her kids, right? Right? So that is the gist of it. Because Shorty seemed like she's in a kind of selfish, manic state. And I don't know if people was listening when she said that she lost her kids for a year and a half, right? So for a person to lose their kids for a year and a half, right? Right? A year and a half. Why wasn't that the time that you used to get yourself together if that's what you seem fit to do? Now I know with life come different channels, but in that time you put more weight on you by having another baby boo. And then once you get tired, now you're gonna say, listen, I ain't got no help. I ain't got no help. I'm taking them to CPS. I need to do this and I need that. Right? Right? There used to be a time you could do voluntary placement with CPS for 2 weeks. I'm interested in the story. Yes. So now she takes them, but since she took them, for me, at first when I seen one interview, I was empathetic, like, oh my God. Because from a woman's point of view, a person that's been overwhelmed, you can see where a person could not want to hurt their kids or their kids see or witness them hurt themselves. So they try to place them where they feel that they would get the best love or care at that time. But if you're a person that's been within the foster care system, we also know that there's two sides of that plate. There's the plate where you can get a great family, right? Right, Lolo. I'm glad she didn't hurt her kids, right? It's where you could get a good family, or you could get a family that's really not shit. Because some people be in it just for the paycheck of it all and not for the actual kids. Now, this girl got 5 kids and she's 27. Her oldest child is 7, I believe. And she says she's been a mother since she been 15. So my thing is, this is a repeat offense. You are a repeat offender. So now when people want to go on vacation, I'm confused. Now, thank God they won't be leaving them in playpens and stuff like the other girl did for 11 days while she went to Puerto Rico and all other stuff. But when you decide that life get a little bit too rough, then that's the outlet that people are going to choose to take. Now, I wouldn't say that she was weak at first when I seen the first interview, but now that I've seen a couple of Facebook posts and her trying to get people to get her to promote, talking about since the situation, she been getting 20 to 70K views. So if you want her to promote for you, let's get this money. Ma'am, if you was going to go viral for the kids, why you couldn't go viral with the kids? You could have gave the same type of information with the kids in hand, and people would have accepted it a little better, ma'am. But for you to just be on some, oh, I don't want them. The father, I called him. He said he's about to have 2 kids. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Because if you could have went viral by keeping the kids and going on if you chose to come on you came on social media, I guess that's where everybody choose to, whatever. But if you came on here, you could have came up here with the children and just voiced how exhausted and exasperated you actually was and tired within your situation. And women would have understood just from that point of view, because we all go through it. Yes, I am somebody. Yes, 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 yes. it would have been understood from that point of view. You don't think it's women on this social media that have not been through some struggles with their kids too? Sometimes they ain't know how their kids was going to eat. That sometimes they ain't know where them and their kids was going to stay. Like, there's different types of tired, baby. But for you to be the, hey Mikey, but for you to be the type of tired to say that you had a conversation with kids 7 and under, to tell them, what did you tell them that you saying they understand? They don't understand shit other than the fact that mommy's leaving them again. Because if she says she was out of these kids' life for a year and a half before, this is a year and a half or however much more it may take. But with them seeing the actions that she's creating online throughout the time, do you think they're going to feel that she's safe-minded to regain them kids? Hell no. Hell no. And she gonna say, no, I'm normal. I'm good now because I went crazy before. Now, in the process of anybody going crazy, do they ever admit that they're crazy? Hell no. That would be the last thing that you would hear them say. But you get to see a person act out manically. Manic is a real thing. That's when somebody's going to the height of whatever diagnosis they have at that time, whether it's depression, schizophrenia, whatever. A person won't sleep for days, won't eat for days, won't do for days, and kids do not go along with that schedule. But my thing is, if you give the kids away, how does the responsibilities go away at the same time? You asking the people if you could drop off birthday gifts and stuff, so it could be kind of taken in sympathetic. But if within every other sentence you go, I just don't want them, it don't match. It don't match. Yeah, I don't get to run into social media. Right. I don't get to run into social media either. Like, what does run into social media do? But it's doing exactly what she wanted it to do right now at this point in time. Because what people realize is that negativity sells. Negativity sells. And if she's getting the attention from saying that she don't want her kids, I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. I could not do it. I wouldn't have even been able to get no parts of it. I can't even start to put pieces together of what part I would be. None of it. I wouldn't be able to do none of it. Now, in my rightful mind, if I know that I was not feeling well, I would call somebody or reach out and let them know I'm not feeling well. Do you think you could come and get the kids for a couple of hours? I get some rest, get myself together, and then, maybe either I'll come pick them up or you could drop them back off. But far as what are you teaching your children far as surviving in the world? Because everything ain't gonna always be good. So when they go through something in life themselves, you teaching them what? To give up? A haircut? Like, how does just pop up on my phone? I'm sorry, y'all. Let me turn this off real quick. Ding, ding. There we go. You teaching your kids to give up, even on themselves. Because if mommy gave up on them at such a young age, what's going to make them ever want to create any type of fight in this life? You showing them, listen, when life gets too hard. So when they have kids, if they do the same, this is going to be something they're going to think is okay. Well, listen, if I have a baby and my baby father decide that he don't want to stay with me, I'm dropping the kids off to the fire department. Where in the world or the land of niggerdom do people come up with this shit? Like, what in a person, like, I can't say right mind, because obviously we can see she's not in her right mind at all, baby. Because to be able to get online and tell millions of people that you don't want your kids and be fine with that, that already is a red flag within itself. But it's way more parts to this story that's going to unfold. I guarantee. I guarantee. Because when she say did y'all hear the reason she said she lost her kids for a year and a half in the first place? She lost her kids for a year and a half in the first place because she said that they tried to blame her in the death of one of the kids' fathers, like one of her baby daddies, right? Hey, Miss PJ, like one of the baby daddies. So when they accuse you of something, they don't put action in the situation until they have some definite information. Hey, Life with Treasure. They don't put action into the situation until they have some proper information. So for them to take your kids away for a year and a half, baby, they found some type of information from somewhere that gave them rights to say, you know what? Something ain't right. These kids need to be removed. Now, people can go through or take classes and stuff and try, or maybe she was getting therapy and taking medicine at that point in time. People tell you half a story, so you never know, right? But you can go to classes and stuff, and once the court see that you are in the process of getting yourself together, they will start putting in motion the process of you getting your kids back. So after that year and a half, she must have got herself together enough to be able to get her kids back. But obviously, that was not that, because here we go again. And now she's willfully giving them to the system. She don't even know, and I'm going to just be honest. If you got 5 kids, right? 5. She dropped off 5 kids, right? Not 1, not 2, not 3, right? Not 1, 2, or 3, right? 5, right? So if a person even has a loving heart, but don't have enough space, that means those kids will have to be separated. Now, if those kids is 7 and down, their mother just gave them away, and now they have to be separated. That's crazy, because I could be a foster parent and I could actually want to take them kids in, but your house has to be approved for it. If you don't have enough space to give them a comfortable place, then that means that you won't be able to take them in. But even down to that, sis was online like, listen, you want whoever want them, they could come and get, if before they get placed, whoever want them could come and get them. That don't seem too broke down to me. That seemed like it's about to be a hot girl summer, baby. So I felt sorry for her in the beginning, like, you know, like the Bree situation when she was crying and lying. We felt sorry in the beginning, and then by the end, we figured out that and some shit wasn't what some shit was. Right, same situation, because you trying to promote other people's products off of the factors of you letting it be known that you decided to give your kids to CPS, and you've been online ever since. We didn't see you cried about them kids as of yet. I know I didn't. So the empathetic part has kind of, that ship has kind of sailed. I feel empathetic for them babies. I feel sorry for them babies, because even throughout their little bit of lives that they've lived, look at the traumatics. They're gonna have to go back and see their mother on social media, because you know the internet never failed. If you did it, somebody got it. Period, point blank, right? They're going to be able to go back and one day hear their mother say out of her own mouth. It's one thing if somebody tell you, listen, your mother never wanted you, nobody never wanted with. That's one thing, right? Right? But it's a whole nother thing for you to hear somebody say it with their own two lips. Like, I know they said my mother didn't want me, but damn, she said it. It ain't even something that I could act like wasn't like what? What? So that took me, baby. That took me. That definitely took me. Like that been on my heart heavy all day. And she just comfortable. I'm wondering, like, those is my kids. Oh my God, where them kids at? I wonder if they placed them. I hope they didn't place them with some damn crazy person. Like, did they keep them together? Did they separate them? Like, I hope nobody touched the little girls. I hope nobody try to violate the little boy, because little boys get violated too. Hello? No, Diddy. But hello? It be a lot going on in this world today. Some people be scared leaving their kids with their friend. Like, no, girl, like, you don't never let nobody watch your kids, but you always talk about you don't get a break. That would be me. That would be me. Because for me, that is the safest way. If something's going to happen, it's going to, ain't nobody gonna come back and tell me no story. And I know I'm going to protect mine, baby. So with that being said, it ain't gonna be no story said. But some people would be comfortable leaving their kids with any and everybody else. Like how you decided to become a mother and live your life at the same time. You still have a life, you absolutely right. But you also owe that same time within that life to someone else you gave life to until they're capable of making decisions in their own life for themselves. But some people ain't capable of making good decisions for themselves. Less more being able to make able-minded decision, or for children. Nick at Night has, yes, that's where I was watching it. I couldn't even go to sleep, Renithia. Like, I was trying to go to sleep. Like, when you laying in the bed at 3:00 and you be like, yeah, I gotta go to sleep. I gotta get up in 2 hours. But I could not go to sleep because I had to see that interview through. And I watched for the day before, and then I caught some of it last night. Because I think the family members started to come on, or Neek got the family members, the godmother, to come on. Listen, that story is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, okay. It was the grand. Yes, to the third child. I think that's the one that when they took the kids away for 1.5 years. Lord have mercy. 27, and we talk about the third child. 5 kids at 27, and she just getting started. So now once you hold on, my grandbaby crying, y'all. Hold on. What happened, KJ? What happened? Your 2 hours is up. Your 2 hours is up. Okay. So now that she done went and gave those babies to the system, that don't mean she ain't fertile no more. And when the kids was taken before the last time, she had another one. So are she just gonna replace them kids with more kids that she just don't want? Yes, KJ, you understand, right? Yes. My grandbaby said he don't understand how people be doing this. Yes, like babies be so precious. I don't understand how people could put them in harm's way. You don't know who the system gonna give them kids to at the end of the day. What if they have them kids sitting in some type of group home situation and everything until they can find placement? That'd be wrong, right, grandbaby? I don't like that either. Yeah, he said he don't like that, not one bit. And I agree with him. Because that got me in my feelings. Watching Neek, I wanted to go through that screen. And now she want to be doing interviews with anybody that will listen to her. talk about absolutely nothing. If anything, okay, well, being that we see the option that you choosing to take, right? Hey, Din Din. Oh, Lord, my baby on my live. Good thing I'm on PG, right? But listen, at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, if she decides or if they don't decide to find proper placement for them kids, that means that they're going to just be traveling from one home to another. That don't even mean that they possibly going to have proper placement. Hey, Din Din. No, like my heart hurts. Look, my babies is on my live. That goes to show you how in tune these kids is, right? My baby is 9. Y'all know my baby Din Din, right? Now, imagine you go to reach out for your mom and she's not there, but she's living. That's hurtful. And then to know that it's due to the fact is that it was a choice that she chose to make, and nothing, it wasn't against her better wishes, her best wishes. It was her wishes. It's crazy. I've been through some things, but I'd rather go through those things with my children. Now, all of the things that I've went through, am I proud of them? Absolutely not. But I'm happy they got to see their mother get through to the other side, because it gives them the insight and that fire and flare that you don't give up. You have to teach these kids emotional stability. If you're unstable, how are you going to pour into kids for them to be able to be stable? And then now you got those type of women having all of these children and unleashing them into the world with nothing but pain, and then that pain is put onto people that be innocent bystanders. And that's why so many people is losing their rabbit ass mind these days. They don't know where they coexist, where they come from, and where it, like, what, how. She really say, if you want them, if y'all want them, anybody, like, so anybody could have just came and picked up your kids? Like, what type of proper screening is there for that? Talk about the baby father say he got 2 kids on the way. Hey. I see some hurt. I see some hurt. Some girls will start to feel, if you don't want these kids, then I don't want them either. How could you ever feel that way? We all get tired, and we all need a break at some point in time. But I'm going to be honest, my kids are my very best friends, and not even on that factors, but that's what keep me going. The twinkle in their eye makes me feel like I can do anything. And I'm just being realistic. Even on my worst days, they make them better. Have I been through some shit with my kids? Yes, I got 2 different sets of kids. My kids are actually 15 and 13 years apart. I have a set that's older and they're 2 years apart. And then I got the 4 little ones. Do you understand? So that's 2 different chapters of my life right there that has come together. So being overwhelmed, it has been a thing, but giving up has never been like, what? Where you going? Not to CPS? Wait, what? I don't know. God is good all the time. I'm just happy that through all I've been through, God have gave me and let me keep my mind. At some point in time, I ain't gonna say it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard, because it definitely was. But I'm just happy that I kept that fight to not give up. Because who's to say where me or my kids would be right now? And that's why I feel so appreciative and so thankful and grateful for the people that even learned of my situation throughout this situation or throughout me just talking up here. Like I said, from my mouth to God ears into your hearts and in your thoughts. Do you understand? For people to actually find it in their mind to think about me in mind, that means everything to me, like everything to me. And I know just because the way I went to sleep last night, that don't gotta be the way that I'm going to wake up this morning. And the way I went to sleep last night, I didn't wake up this morning. I went to sleep last night one way, and I went up and woke up this morning with the blessing of being able to go and go dress shopping with my baby girl. And that meant the world. I got things going on. I actually am trying to figure out the things I got going on. Like in the midst of my kids graduating, I'm still trying to furnish an apartment that we just got in. And thanks to the people that definitely hit my registry and decided to buy me and my kids a couple of things. Like if the camera was on, y'all would definitely see the sincere of a tear, because to hold them back when I seen that, like I didn't need, like, lost for words. If lost for words was a person, it would definitely be me. And y'all know take a talk. So anything that make me lose my words is a big thing. And that was a big thing, because when you're not expecting nothing and you start to gain things, it's amazing. It's truly amazing. And I have truly been amazed, to say the least. And fulfillment, woo. That's why I say I appreciate each and every one of you. The supporters is definitely what comes through and give us what it is, the appreciation for what it is that we do. And I definitely appreciate yous. That's why I let that be known as much as I can, as much as possible. I don't care if a person ain't doing nothing but giving me well wishes, hitting the like button, share, or just in the bushes pulling up a chair. Either way that you chose or however you chose to engage with me, it is a blessing. And I'm just happy that I do YouTube, because then I get to bring y'all along my journey of growth. Y'all seen me started from the bottom. Now we here. Like Tay about to be 10K Tay. Like my girl Tiff made 7K the other day. Like, but yeah, your girl about to be 10K Tay. And that's amazing. I remember when I had 10 subscribers. I remember when I was getting 10 views. And I was just as appreciative then as I am today. Because I didn't come to say, oh, well, yeah, I know people gonna accept me. I hope they did. I'm happy they did. But it was all for the factors of making memories in the beginning. I didn't even do it for the factors of monetary. I was hoping that somewhere along the line I actually got monetized. But like I said, this platform originally was created for memories for me and my babies. But now look how many memories I have created, not only for me, them, and people halfway across the world, near, far. Y'all know my heart. That's what it is. Like I said, I can't, like, my thing is love without effort and push without force. That's the best way to explain it. Love without effort. I came to share love, show love without effort. And I came to give my fellow peoples, or the people surrounding me, a push without force. Because just to know that you got somebody that believes in you can make you go the extra mile sometimes. You don't even know. Because some people feel so overworked and underappreciated, because we pour love into everybody else. We don't pour that same love into ourselves. Trust we don't. Trust we don't. Sometimes it's easier for us to love others than to love ourselves, because some people still have yet to learn how to love themselves. And that's why a lot of times relationships end up the way that they do, because anytime you have to tell a person how to love you, you don't love you. Because a person that loves themselves ain't gonna have to tell another person how to love them. Because a person seeing how you love you is only going to make them want to love you even more. At least I think so. Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, but I really think so. When a person loves themselves, they got a certain glow about themselves, and that makes you want to love them even more. Like, yeah, like you ever had that's what they used to call like the old aunties and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you had that auntie that would just love on you, and you know how it felt when you would get that hug from that one person, or you could just feel the purity within them, just their energy, the way they speak, their actions, their ways, their laugh. You understand? The little things that people don't pay attention to, because like I said, energy is everything. Thank you, Tiff. Like, share, subscribe. Keep your girl alive. You know, that's how it go. For real. So to just be able to embrace a space with some great energy, that's great, because you never know what somebody going through within their day, and they wind up tapping in and listening to you and wind up changing their whole direction of their day. If I could be that force for somebody, then hey, yeah, that's what I want to be. That's definitely what I want to be. That's why I think I've never had any problems with any of the content creators at all. At all. Even the little rift that happened a couple of days or ways ago, that really wasn't nothing, because like I said, what's meant for you will be for you, and what's not is not. God know that I'm in the era of healing, so he's not going to let nothing hurt. I'm in the process of going through a rebirth. Whatever was, it no longer is. Tay is on a blank white sheet of paper, so now what gets put on that clean white sheet of paper is what I put there. I'm not going to let or allow anybody to put marks on my paper for me. So if I don't give it the light, then it don't shine on me. I have to be the light that shines within me, so I can be that same light for others. Because if you see somebody is so peaceful, how could you ever be confrontational? I don't have no fight. I have the flight. And the reason why, because I've battled enough demons within my life. I'm no longer trying to do that. Where I'm at on my path is trying to realize what I didn't realize before, understand what I did not understood, or you understand on that factors, and get where it is that I'm trying to go and grow. But I'm trying to stay pure throughout the whole factors, because when you do good, you get good. When you do no good, you don't get no good. It might be all right for the time being, like that fast money. Fast money come just that fast. Just the way fast money come, it spins the same way. Tay wants to be known for longevity. And if you want to have longevity in anything, you actually have to put the best of yourself into it. Some people have negativity, but I'd rather have longevity. But so that way I can have a longer lasting entity. Do you feel me? I want this shit to pay off for my kids in the end. And when you want something so bad, it's going to be what you need it to be if that's what you focused on, baby. Don't ever give up. Nobody ever said it was going to be easy, but just stick to it. Because trust me, when you go through things and it do get hard, the reward at the end is more appreciated, because you know what you went through to get where it is that you at. Nothing was a given. You worked for that. Even being consistent. Sometimes people think, oh, well, to go live, all you're doing is pushing the button and talk. No, I'm going to just be honest. If I have negative energy within me, I wouldn't even bring that up here. I wouldn't even go live. because that's not the energy I would want y'all to ever receive from me. When Tay come up here, Tay want to give a word. Do you understand? Tay want to have something positive to say. Tay want to take in some information if I can from the people around me. Anybody that do a live, I make sure I go in and I show love, because when you spread love, you get love, and I love love. I love love. I love smiling. I like my little buck dentures, because when I did have my real teeth, I was buck teeth. So, I tried to get my dentures as close to my real teeth as my old teeth. But yeah, anyway, when I like smiling to the point of tears coming to the eyes, you ain't always got to be crying because something is bad. Do you notice that tears still come from your eyes when something is funny? Like, that's the type of person, that's my personality. And I'm pretty sure that y'all can see that. So if I could be that for each and every one of y'all when I come up here, that's what I'm going to display. If somebody's having a bad day, I want to be a person to change it. If a person's in the hospital and they not being or feeling so hopeful, I want to be the voice that gives them hope, to let you know, listen, you got somebody out here with energy that's rooting for you. Like, red team go, blue team go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Like, let's get it. Let's get it. And anytime somebody support me, trust me, the appreciation is definitely a given. I read my comments. I respond to my comments. And I hope y'all don't be too through with me, because I don't give a damn if I wake up at 3 a.m. and I'm conversating and I'm doing what it is. Hey, y'all. Hey, Bucky. Hey, Buck. My grandbaby just came home from school. Y'all know Tay is the mother. So at any point in time, one of them could pop out in my live. I got kids on the live, kids in real time. I just got kids, and then my kids got kids. And then I got grandpups. Y'all heard when I started my live how my grandpup was all in the back of the live just snoring. But I love it. And I'm going to just be honest. When I was younger, I always said I wanted to have kids, right? Just so I could have somebody that I know that would love me forever. Now, what's funny about that is they could love me forever, but sometimes I don't be liking them. Sometimes, yeah. We honest. We go through shit with our kids and we be trying to figure out, well, which one is right and which one is broken. But I love them, though. Those is my baby babies. My baby babies. That's why I said, if I don't know, I could never go and pull my kids in front of the CPS. My kids probably be like, nah, we ain't going. She gangster. My kids probably be like, well, listen, we going wherever you going. If we going to CPS, you going to CPS too, ma. And I just drop your grandson off. You don't kill me. Wait. I'll be letting my kids try that shit. I'll be in the bushes. Where you think you taking my grandbaby? Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Give me mine. The more the merrier. Sometimes if you ain't got a family, didn't have a family, you could create the family that you never had. Y'all just got to catch up to speed, because you got to remember, nobody's always at the same pace. You might be moving a little bit faster than some. Some people might be. Why you think all relationships don't work? You ever messed with a man that wasn't at the right pace or at your pace, and you wonder why shit didn't work? Like, he was nice and everything, but you knew that you would take advantage of this man just because of the, how can I say, strong personality that you have as a person. And I'm not talking about the factors of just meaning to treat somebody bad. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, you ever met one of the men? Well, of course, because they say the nice guy always finish last. That's what they say. We never be liking the nice guy. And that be true. And then we be having stories to tell at the end. Like, I knew he was not shit. Wait, what? We knew and we still gave a clue. Or the one that was nice and he couldn't get no attention at all. Said all the right things, offered to give dates and however you like to be treated. That was the one, but that's not the one you ever pick. That was not the one that people picked. Like, no, that he too nice. You need somebody that's at your speed or pushes you further. If you got somebody that you the one pulling and tugging them, oh yeah, that ain't a good relationship, friend. It's not. It's not. What makes a good relationship is the peanut butter to the jelly. Okay? I don't want a yes man. I don't want no yes man. I want a man that can pour into me and I can reciprocate and do the same. I don't want somebody that I got to tell to do everything or I got to want them to absolutely do nothing. If you know what I mean. Well, I'm about to get and go and be a grandmother because the kid, hey, Cynthia. Make sure you hit that like button. Okay. It's la lattes world. Hey. No, but for real, hit your girl like button, hit the share button. Definitely become a subscriber. If you are not a subscriber, I told y'all I'm about to be 10K Tay. Help your girl out. Help me hit that 10K mark, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. If you would like to donate to the host with the most, my Cash App is definitely going across the bottom of the screen. And I would definitely like to appreciate and show grace to those that has been hitting up my registry. It is definitely on my community wall. So if you would like to tap into that, that is there. Love you like cooked food. And if nobody told you they love you today, you know how it go. Tay do.